So have you ever wondered whether or not Medicare will cover your nursing home expenses? Well, navigating the intricacies of healthcare costs can be complex, especially when it comes to long-term care. And in today's video, we're going to unpack the truth about Medicare and nursing home coverage. Hi, I'm Chuck Roulet. I'm an estates and elder law attorney licensed to practice law in both Florida and in Minnesota. And in today's video, we're going to answer the question whether or not Medicare covers nursing home expenses. However, before we do, if you haven't already, make sure you hit the like, subscribe, and bell notifications so you'll be notified of any upcoming videos. Again, completely free. Just hit the like, subscribe, and bell notifications. And you can also go ahead and feel free to share this video out on social media. So again, we're going to talk about today whether or not Medicare covers nursing home costs. Now, let's dive in. Medicare is a federal health insurance program, and it's primarily for those age 65 and older. And while many assume Medicare covers long-term nursing home stays, the reality is a bit more nuanced than that. So Medicare Part A does cover skilled nursing facility care, but there's some conditions. The first thing you need to be aware of is it only has limited coverage. So Medicare will only cover the first 20 days of your skilled nursing facility stay in full. So again, you only have full coverage for the first 20 days. From days 21 to 100, you're responsible for a daily copayment, and Medicare will pick up the rest. Now, beyond 100 days, Medicare won't cover it. So a couple other things you need to be aware of. First is to qualify for skilled nursing facility, you must have had a hospital inpatient stay prior of at least 3 days before you enter the nursing home. So you maybe, a good example of this is maybe you had a hip replacement, you were in for 3 days for the hip replacement, and then needed to spend some time in a skilled nursing facility following that for rehab. That would be the type of nursing home stay that would be covered by Medicare. Another condition for getting Medicare to cover these costs is it has to be a medical necessity. Again, Medicare only covers skilled nursing facility care if it's deemed medically necessary, meaning daily skilled care like physical therapy or maybe intravenous injections is required. So while Medicare provides some relief, it's not a comprehensive solution for long-term nursing home stays, or even what we might think of as, a home health aid or assisted living. So again, beyond the 100 days or for assisted living or maybe a home health aid, Medicare is not going to cover those things. Instead, the program that covers that is known as Medicaid. And in fact, Medicaid now is, again, due to the exploding costs of long-term care, Medicaid is now the #1 way that the average middle-class American is covering long-term care, assisted living, and skilled nursing facilities. And however, unlike Medicare, which is an entitlement, so in other words, you pay into it, and then you get that once you meet the requirements, Medicaid is deemed sort of like a loan by the government. So in fact, before you can qualify for Medicaid, it has strict asset and income limits. Basically, you have to spend your own assets down first prior to qualifying. And then even after you're receiving benefits, because the government views it as a loan, then they are looking to recover after you pass away against any assets remaining in your estate to be reimbursed for benefits it provided. So Medicare does cover some skilled nursing facility, but it's very limited coverage. The coverage that generally covers long-term care costs for the average middle-class American is Medicaid. But again, there's strict asset and income limits. And if you would like to learn how to protect your home and your retirement nest egg from long-term care costs, there's certainly steps you can take to do that. And if you would like to, and you reside in Florida and Minnesota, and you want to get a plan in place to protect your home and assets, contact our firm. We'd be happy to help. There's a link to our website below. You can contact us. If you're not yet ready to put a plan in place and you're looking for additional information, we do have a couple of resources available to you. The first is I have actually written a guide, Save Our Home, How to Protect Your Home and Life Savings from Long-Term Care and Nursing Home Costs. And there's a link in the description below, completely free. Just click on the link, put your email in, and you can get that guide. And I've also prepared an online masterclass. I'm hosting that class. It's upcoming, and there's a link in the description in there as well, where we also go through some of the strategies and tactics you can use to protect your home and savings from long-term care and nursing home costs. So again, quick recap. Medicare only provides limited coverage for long-term care and nursing home costs. Beyond 100 days, you're looking at Medicaid. It does have strict asset and income limits. And in order to protect your home and life savings, there are planning strategies that you can take and put into place ahead of time, according to federal law, that will allow you to protect those assets. And again, we have the free guide and the online masterclass. So again, link in the description for those below. So I hope you found this video helpful. We look forward to seeing you in an upcoming video. Be well.